Ladies and gentlemen, how is everyone doing today? I hope you all are well. Unfortunately, I and my family are having serious mourning issues with dealing with the loss of Jim, a hero to us all and who's my stepdad. THORNEWS is having major funding issues at a time where I'm working as hard as I've ever worked. And the United States is still ongoing an onslaught of major severe weather disasters. We started with 4 landfalling hurricanes last hurricane season. We had the devastating neighborhood killing mudslides in January in California. We had 4 nor'easters that tore up the Northeast. Now we have an exploding volcano that is now on red alert status in Hawaii. And this specific video is just going to be quick, telling you guys that, as I've been talking about, whether or not it's a hurricane or not, this blob of moisture coming from the equatorial electrojet Mid-America line equator is going to be major problems for Florida, who's already having sinkhole problems, and the entire East Coast. This is brought to us by Ryan at weather.us, Ryan Mawe. You can see the enhanced precipitable water moisture associated with the system drenching the southeast continuing for the next several days. In fact, the summer-type moisture levels remain for 10 days plus. Also, note the Caribbean tropical disturbance at day 10 creeping. You know, the one that I was pointing out to you a week ago here at THORNEWS. Thank you, Ryan. He does wonderful work with weather and graphics. But look, whether or not that is or isn't a hurricane, and my gut guess is yes, it's going to be tropical storm strength or higher, though that depends a lot on wind shear, because I know temps are going to be hot, which is like hurricane fuel. And so Florida 2 days ago got over 4 inches of rain in a lot of areas. The rain continues, and that, whether it be a hurricane, tropical storm, whatever, it's a lot of water, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of wetness. And we've been taking a whole lot of damage. So this short, quick video is just warning the Florida and the East Coast that, as I've been pointing out, we have an Azores high, Bermuda high, whatever you want to call it, going on. And so, see this thing right here? It's going to be like a pinwheel of wetness. It's just spinning around and around. And so, this is going to bring a major ton of rain over the next 2 weeks, cause a whole lot of problems. And if you look at it, this is almost like seemed to be the process that carved out our coastline itself over 1 million years. Get hit by nor'easters, and then the Azores high spins out the water. That seems logical to me. But I'm just a Star Lord. I'm not a meteorologist. And here, Ryan also points out that the Washington, D.C. area is going to get forecast of 5 inches of rainfall over the next 5 days. Like, that whole area is about to get extremely wet. And so, see how this is windy right now? And that is all the rain, and this is the European model. Let me do this one that's faster. Alright, this is the new model that's popping out. But watch how, this is the Azores high thing I'm talking about. Watch how the moisture is just spinning around it. So it's going to be a continual stream of moisture. Wave after wave after wave. And so whether or not that blob thingy becomes some type of hurricane, that is irrelevant right now. We still have 8 days to watch it. And that this moisture effect has pretty much just started. Now, remember we got coming in from, like, you got one moisture stream storm system that comes from here, and now we got this, storm system coming from here. So, and every time the two meet up, it's going to be extra stormy. So you're going to get rain, rain, and rain, rain, and then super stormy in the middle. So, looking at it, I've been counting infrastructure damage done to the United States since 2017. Now, we're now over $2 trillion, bros and ma'ams. All right, this is the model run before this one. It's complete. We're still waiting on new frames to come out from the last one, but watch how the Azores hot. See how it turns around there? And so this model goes to 16 days out. Pro meteorologists want to remind you the GFS is going to spin up a giant hurricane and going to nail somebody with it, as it's done like 15 times in a row. They aren't that worried about it, but you should be an Asteroid Fight Club member. We're not worried about it. You don't have fear, but you are preparing and making plans now in case one of these turns out to be correct. I think it's best to be prepared to see our first tropical action about a week from now, but I would guess we might not get hit by a hurricane till about a month from now. That is just a general guess. We're going to watch everything. Be prepared for a week, though. Definitely. Hurricane season technically in the Atlantic doesn't start for 2 more weeks. So yeah, either way, with or without that hurricane thingy, the moisture usually still stands. That they may make fun of whether or not it spins up a hurricane. That's what, I guess, professional East Coast meteorologists like to do, whereas I asked our Lord Duthor 7, who loves all of Earth, I've been watching these giant rain bands. And then technically, through my observation of the sun, I think the equatorial electrojet line, which holds a lot of water due to angular momentum in the middle, where the planet is not actually a round, perfectly round ball. So that with the wackiness that's going on, more and more of that equatorial electrojet line, water and moisture is escaping the Earth's belly, shall we say, and making it out into our atmosphere. So here's our giant crazy Azores high. We don't even know what the heck it's doing. Look, it's going sci-fi crazy. It's on sci-fi drugs. Yeah. So 3 years I've been talking about how these rain band sizes are growing. And they are now like 10 times bigger than they were when I first noted it. So we just watch these. Notice how it's like a Ferris wheel of rain. And that Ferris wheel of rain is going to go over the East Coast. I'm sorry. Do this Azores high. So yes, Florida, South Carolina, all the way up the East Coast, especially by where Katya lives. You guys just need to be careful and watching out because the infrastructure damage is piling up so fast I can't even keep track of it. So that's what see, I was putting too much. We got river flooding and major. Technically it's 68 right now. 7 major, 151 near flood stage. But if you'll notice, now we have rivers all over, and there are major flood problems up in Washington, Montana. But the thing that I am most interested in now is this right there. I've never seen it do like, that looks like a bad situation. Right there. So, but we gotta watch it. And like I said, I'll try and get back in the swing of things. Losing my second father that was like a dad to me. I can't express. And I'll be glad to meet up with the family in a few days. But I've been working. I don't know how to convey all this information to y'all. Like, this is all the work that I do and have done over the last few days, because since I've been here alone, I haven't been able to afford to meet my family in Florida. Meet them at the ranch. But I've been just working for about a week to avoid reality. And so to avoid reality, that's just watching all this information that is going on, and that the situation is at top level. Like, these are, what is this, like 21 edited minutes of the Hawaiian volcano, all the crazy headline news. It's like 10 minutes on just the Florida and Montana floods alone. Or the next Hawaii thing. How big is that? Are You Woke Part 2? It's 51 minutes. And all these clips are crazy. And then I have one that is just doom, where it's like 30-second, anyway, 10-second to 30-second clips on just super doomy stuff that's happening right now. And it's like 15 minutes. So, I don't know, the information is coming in so fast and so furious right now that, like the major stories, there's so many stories I want to cover that I haven't had a chance to. Like, did you guys hear about the third false alarm that was sent out to people? Oh, this is only a test. In Alaska, they were like, hey, be on the watch for a giant tsunami. It was a mistake, but everybody got that alert mistake. You know what I'm saying? So, that was the last one. You know, it's a crazy world right now. And having me with the cat ears, that's just because I have to, shit is so doomy, I have to try and throw humor in it when I can. Shit's on fire, yo. Shit's on fire. Shit's frozen. And this is some of the frames that have been coming out on the Earth's magnetic field connected to the sun. They've been crazy. Anyway, I'm going to keep you guys updated. This was supposed to be a 5-minute video on Florida and East Coast moisture. Look how that turned out. My whole world has been changed, so it's hard for me to, I got to rebalance, recalibrate. And on that level, I know it's a stupid business model, but in a million years, I never imagined that Google, YouTube would be fucking me in the ass so hard every day, all day at this level. So I'll try and get my business model better the next month. But at this point, anyone who can contribute or donate to my PayPal to help me out over the next 2 weeks would be more appreciated than ever before in my life. Between my family issues, trying to keep you guys updated with a sense of humor, optimistically on everything that's going on right now, and having to worry about whether or not I'm going to be able to afford the very basics of dealing with all that's going on is really stressing me out and wearing me down. So I would like to ask for my Christmas today, and if anybody can help, I will stay at it and stay positive. But definitely, it's going to be, I think, another rough week or two of weather for a lot of us. So we need to stay cool. Remember, we are all in this together. And united we stand, or divided we fall. So I'll just stick at my basics of when the sun acts weird, the weather acts weird, and the people act weird. And I'll stay cool and try and be as fun as possible. So, thank you guys. God bless everyone. And I will talk to you guys soon. And remember, yes, red alert on the Hawaii volcano. When lava levels drop to water levels, it's going to explode again, no matter what. Which I would think might up the chances of earthquakes, but I'm not a professional earthquake, volcano, water level hidden expert. So, find that info somewhere else. Love you guys. Stay cool.